Hoping you had the hoodie on like me.
I'm burning up.
Oh, I could live in hoodies year round in my house.
Let's see. We're gonna switch that around. All right. Now we'll just have to see what folks come in and make sure they can hear both of us. So far, I don't have any feedback, so
Okay.
that's good. You might on your end, though. We'll have to see once you get going.
And what I'm trying to do here, so I don't have too many screens open, is I'm looking strictly at your stream right now, and I see both of us.
Awesome.
So.
Hey, Wes. Wes says
Wes.
he can hear us both, so that's good.
Wes is somebody new that I have met through Twitter recently. Jay, yeah, you see me.
There's Jay.
Hey,
Skunk
Brad,
Water.
Carter, Grammy, welcome.
Let's see, put this on live chat instead of... There we go. Alright. Fingers crossed. Did I get the cards? I did, Tyrannical. I did get the cards, hun. I'm not sure who to take those to be honest. And I'm not sure who to ask either. Unfortunately, when it comes to that kind of stuff, I'm not really very helpful.
The whole Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins team is here. How cool is that?
What?
According to YouTube.
Yes, Grammy. That's good. All right. There's Dennis.
How's it going, Dennis? DJ?
Oh my god. I need... pin this. There we go. Ah, awesome. Thank you. Just finished up a game. How did it go? There's Short Print, Dizzy Dub.
How's it feel to have fans back at the games? Hey, Pets, welcome. Pets, I'm actually very comfortable right now. Sitting in a different chair than I've been sitting in for the last 8 hours on meetings.
Never return your text. What? Oh, I'm sorry.
Barstool chair pets.
It's been crazy. I'm sorry, Dub.
Jay, I had to sneak in through the basement window. Hopefully I can fit back out of it.
There, I replied. It does. It kind of does look like you're standing. And then they're used to seeing this behemoth behind me, so. Nice. K-Dub, you're awesome.
K-Dub, I owe you a couple of text messages and emails.
See, I'm not the only one.
Dennis, I agree. No meetings.
Right?
Just do away with them. These last 2 weeks, that's all it's been. I've gotten 0 work done.
I'm always afraid I'm going to interrupt you during class, so. Like, I'm one of those. I'm always worried that I'm going to interrupt somebody or bug somebody or something.
I would welcome an interruption during meetings.
I'm to that point in my day where it's like, okay, I need quiet. Nobody in my bubble, and where's the food?
There's Smash. Is he going to grace us with his presence tonight?
Good question. He came in here to make sure I had everything up and running. Kickoff day. There's Eloy.
Yeah, I was just going to say there's Eloy. Eloy, you were great last night on Chris's show.
I don't have any music. I know usually, guys, when I stream, I have music playing for you guys to hear, but I figure since we've got Skype and both of us on here, I would just forgo music for the evening. So, sorry for the awkward silence. Just... Oh, what?
So, hey, I just want to put this out to everybody, and I've always wanted to say this. Smash the like button, and now I need you to go tweet this out to get more people in this room. I promise you it's going to pay off in the end. Jay, you don't want me singing. My senior year of high school teacher, or my senior year of high school, the choir director forced me to be in choir because he needed males in the choir. I didn't show up to class one day and still got an A all year.
Nice. No, I'm not gonna be singing. My thing is, all the snow has melted and all the things are starting to bloom, so that means allergy season for your Gypsy. And, I'm actually thinking about canceling my dental appointment tomorrow because my throat's all sore and scratchy. So, so nope, I won't be serenading. Tutu for hacker? Ooh, yeah. I can make it the Crohn's Colitis Foundation colors too.
And you know what? I'm a much better team player than what Minute Maid is. So let's do it.
Tyrannical, usually I would say yes, but tonight, since we're focusing on Rippin for the cure, I'm gonna ask you to hold off. And I'm gonna mute this because it's gonna keep pinging.
There's Gary. How goes it, sir?
There's D.
What's up, Dad?
We just might put some jingle bells on there. Just might.
Hey, I'm down. Whatever it's going to take to raise some money, I'm down for it.
There's Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Zach. Can we attach it to his forehead? No. I watch too many stupid movies.
Can you attach what to my forehead? Bells?
No, Short Print said a laser, and then DJ said a freaking laser, and I quoted Austin Powers. Miss Laura.
Oh, Scott, that's so nice of you to be sober tonight and join us.
Wait, did he say he was sober? No, he didn't say he was sober.
He didn't say he was sober. I'm just making assumptions.
Oh. Smoking a pancake. That's the true question, Short Print. Who is? I'll be honest, I've got coffee and it's just coffee. Hi, Joe.
I need something. Today was my son's first soccer practice ever.
Oh, how'd that go?
He didn't leave the chair the entire time.
Oh.
Yeah. He was so excited all day to go. Such a social person. And then he got there and clammed up.
Aww.
But he stayed and watched. That's all that matters.
He's 4 now?
3.5.
3.5? I was close.
Yeah, absolutely. Going on 14, but you know how that is.
Oy. Yes. Got a sassy little 3-year-old that I tell her don't do something. She looks at me and does it anyways. And then when I get onto her, she growls and stomps her foot.
Oh, you got a growler too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do. It's 70 degrees? Oh, I'm jealous.
It was 64 here today.
34 here.
We're getting that tomorrow. There's Joe.
Alright, one sec. Let's see here. We're gonna move. Hecker's going for a ride. Let's see if we can crop you down just a little bit. Maybe? I don't know if that's any better. Huh. I'm trying.
If there's anything you can make, anything to do to make me look better, then go for it.
Unfortunately, I wish there was. I had filters on here because I mean, you get those fancy filters with the eyelashes and the glitter around it, but Streamlabs doesn't do that. So
There's Footloose. I just gotta say, Footloose was the first band member to make a donation to Rippin' for the Cure. So thank you, sir.
yeah. Fun fact: this was Rippin' for the Cure was Joe Howe's first break with us last year. Nice.
Nice, Joe. Did you hit?
Some Zoom bombing tactics. You know what? It's actually not Zoom. I'm scared to try my luck at Zoom. I barely navigate it with my kids. We're actually using Skype. Stack S? Ooh, that might be a like Brady Bunch it. That might be something. Let me crop me down. All my junk in the background.
We look like the Brady Bunch. I'll just do this the entire time.
Marsha. Bam, how about that? Good idea, Joe. All right. So, I think we got a steady. Oh wow, 34 people. Holy cannoli. And only 15 likes. Oh, come on. Oh well. But so, ladies and gentlemen, it is the official kickoff of the 2021 Rippin' for the Cure. So, all thanks to this dude up here. I get to do that now. Sorry. It's been a long day. So, I'm going to hand it over to Eric and let him tell us all about the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation and our Rippin' for the Cure.
Thanks, Mindy. And you're too kind when you say it was all me, because it wasn't. It was you and Smash. All I did was ask the question, and you guys jumped on board last year for our first one. And I guess just as a replay from last year, we did this in about a 4 to 6 week period and raised over $14,000, which was just absolutely amazing. Was very excited to get onto it this year. I think we started talking in November about it again, and by December, I think Smash had everything set up already, and really just we're waiting for March 3rd to come so we could kick it off. But yeah, it benefits the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. For those of you that don't know, I'm the executive director of the chapter that's based in Pittsburgh. And last year was an unusual year for everybody, but when it came to nonprofits and it came to fundraising, we had to put a lot of things on hold because a lot of the events that we do are in-person events, rather large in-person events. And so we had to become very creative and really think outside the box. And it was right around that time that I got back into the hobby and met Mindy and Smash and saw the excitement. And the rest is history. I'm very glad that I was able to do this. And thankfully, our foundation, we did quite well. We did have to adjust goals, and we met goals. We were able to still fund research and things like that. But we're aware that 2021 is still going to be a difficult year. And we, we're still in need of these crucial funds. And just so that you all know, the money that's raised through Rippin' for the Cure, 100% of it is going directly back to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. There's not a single penny that the foundation is spending on this. It's all through myself. It's through the generous donations of Mindy and Smash and the generous donations of our sponsors that I'll get into and everybody that's in stream. those of you that don't know what Crohn's and colitis is, I don't want to get too deep into it, but they're gastrointestinal diseases. They're separate diseases. The long and short of it is Crohn's disease is any inflammation that basically starts from your mouth and goes all the way through your GI tract. And colitis is just the inflammation in your colon. It can be rather painful. There are a lot of different factors that can come from this. Mental health lately has been one of the biggest ones that we've seen, where people are just having a hard time dealing with it, and COVID-19 did not help it any. I know some folks that they can't take pain medicine because of the anti-inflammatories that are in it. So they're constantly in pain, whether it's their back, shoulders, knees, whatever it may be. So when you hear of Crohn's or you hear of colitis, you think automatically it's a stomach disorder or a bathroom disease. It's so much more than that, and I guarantee you that somebody with one of these diseases. It affects 1 in 100 people. It's probably even more than that, but that's what the CDC is saying right now. But Rippin' for the Cure is here. We're going to raise some good money this year. The goal that we have is $15,000. It's a large goal, but I know we can get there. And the reason I'm so confident is because of what you all did last year and the amount of work that's already been put into this. So, Mindy, I don't know if you want to go into what's going on with the event and who we're partnering with this year, or if you want me to do that.
Well, we can. I guess we both can. I mean,
right.
Our hobby partners, we've got quite the list this year. Like Eric said, last year it was kind of a, hey, what do you guys think about this? And then we went, sure, and we ran with it, and we did quite a lot of work in a little bit of time, it seems. And so as soon as Eric hit me up, it was October, I think, is when you messaged me and said, hey, do you want to do it again? And I was like, heck yeah, let's go. So I feel this year, not only are we a little bit more prepared, but we've got a little bit of a better idea of what we want to do. And so I think we're going to crush our goal this year. I mean, how many times did we end up having to raise it or adjust it last year? Because it just, you guys just kept going.
I mean, last year, I remember that conversation with Smash. He's like, hey, what do you want to raise? And I was like, oh, I don't know, $1,500, $2,000. And he said, no, we can do 5K easily. And then it just kept going up and up from there, which was super great to see. So, yeah, I mean, it's just amazing what we can do. I saw K-Dub in here, said that's guacamole. We could do 20. I'm all for it. I really am. We have some great partners on board right now. We'd be remiss not to mention who they are. I mean, some of our mega sponsors this year, we got the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins on board, which is our first professional team involved with this, which is fantastic. TriStar, Cruise, Pedragon Racing, and then Steel City Collectibles. They have all donated items to this. And guys, let me just tell you, the items they've donated, they're not something that you're not going to want. And between those four, Mindy, correct me if I'm wrong, there's probably 20 to 25 items just four.
Yes, that's, I mean, the box I got from Cruise yesterday, oh my goodness, it's big and it's heavy. So, and then, Steel City has donated quite a few things as well. We told them about it, and they jumped on board with it, so that's exciting to have them. And I think you're right, 20, 25 items?
Yeah.
Just those guys alone?
Just those guys alone. And, just so you guys are aware, I mean, we're not going to disclose anything that's being broke that night for obvious reasons, but on my way to Mindy and Smashes in May, I'm stopping by Steel City to pick up a case. So that's all I'll say there. We know the TriStar products are great, and Wilkes-Barre Scranton, they're a professional team, so use your imaginations of what we're going to get from them. Yeah. Outside of that, there's also a treasure chest that's going to be involved, so there's another 10 items that will be there. I know Alan Pennington, 8-Man, he's donated a few items already. And then Mindy and Smash, I think, are donating items as well. So if you do the math, we're close to 50 items at the moment.
Our own
Um,
DJV in chat has donated a generous amount of things as well. So, um,
okay.
we,
Thanks, DJ.
we've got lots of our regular hobby folks that are just, hey, I know I want it, but toss it in. You know, so that's
Yeah.
just amazing to see.
Yeah. So, and then, I mean, take a look at the hobby partners here, and you'll hear a little more about them as we go on here. But I mean, let's welcome back Minuteman Tickets and Minuteman Scott, Card Warehouse Joe. You got Midwest Box Breaks, Buck City Breaks, Deafness is back, Eloy's back. And then we're welcoming a ton of new folks. So K4K, otherwise known as Gary, he's also on board with us. Alpha Fam over there with Dent, they're back here with us this year. Papa J, BITG, Crack and Wax, which I'll mention them here in a moment. Classic Packs, Showtime, Apex, and Cheap Fun Breaks. I don't think I missed anybody, but
I don't think we missed anybody on the sheet. I think there's one or two that we need to add to it that we've gotten in the last couple days.
Okay.
Smash, if you're still listening, if you could correct me if I'm wrong on that. I think we've got one or two other folks that have sent us. Let's see, do we have Classic on? Yeah, we had Classic on there. I'll wait till Smash lets me know who they are because I don't want to misspeak.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got lots of hobby fam involved in this year, and each one is doing their own thing to help raise funds. Let's see, I gotta pull up the calendar. I should have that up. So of course tonight is our official kickoff. All of March, we have Cheap Fun Breaks. Houdini's pulling out all the stops here to kickstart. Charity team auction all of March and breaking at the end of the month. So those funds are going to go to it. Oh, a few supporters that will not be on the official partners. Jimmy Guns and Red Beard Breaks. That's what it was. Okay. That's what it was.
Yeah, I knew Guns was saying he was going to do something, but I knew also he wasn't going to be able to do much this year.
Right. What else? Oh, and actually, there's somebody that we need to think he's on our list, but he's not doing any events now. He kind of unofficially kicked us off, and that's Crack and Wax. I'm trying to remember he already raised a pretty good amount.
$867.
That's one heck of a way to start. I mean,
I mean, for somebody that doesn't know me, but he knows the hobby and he knows, why these things are important. It's an amazing thing to see, and it's a great way to unofficially kick off this campaign. His $867 combined with a couple of other donations we received, we're sitting at right now at $1,100 roughly that's been donated at the moment in time.
That's awesome. Let's see. We've got Eloy the Goat, who's in our chat currently. He's going to be running a monster event over the course of the Rippin for the Cure.
Mm-hmm.
And 10% of all auction sales during Rippin for the Cure will be donated to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. So he does his live auctions every Friday night. So that I'm looking forward to seeing. There we have K4K Outdoors and Prospecting, our very own Gary K4K in the chat. He is going to be on every Sunday during Rippin for the Cure. 10% of his weekly stack sales will be donated. Let's see. We got Apex Cards, Andy and Kristen. If you guys aren't familiar with them, please go check them out. They're a couple of awesome folks. A portion of their sales are going to be going as well. Sorry, my page was loading. And let's see, Showtime Sports Cards. Cruz Pedregon Racing. I don't know if you guys are familiar with his guy Caleb, but Caleb also has Showtime sports cards. He will be holding auctions in his eBay store, and those will be benefiting. Cue the Woo, our Buck City Break Boys. Up for auction is a Transcendent 100 Club set. It's a full set sealed, and that will be going. Is it the entire funds on that one, Smash? I believe the entire funds from that sale are going to go over to the Rippin for the Cure.
Can I just I was just gonna say, can I just plug here because so one of the things that Smash and Mindy has done this year, they've created a website. You see Smash dropped it there in chat, and Mindy's got it pinned. It's rippinforthecure.com. All of these events are listed on there. It's absolutely amazing what's happening, and I'm going to try to get into every single one of them because I want to support not only what we're doing here, but all the partners as well. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing that everyone's jumping on and creating this. Also have the Twitter account that you've probably been following. Just there's going to be a ton of stuff being pushed out. Just follow along, and then like last year, folks will jump in having Twitter auctions and whatnot. So it's pretty exciting to see this thing unfold. But I don't know. I think people maybe want to know how to get into the break.
I think that's a great.
So last year when Smash and I were talking, we were going through price points, and he was telling me and about what you all try to keep your breaks at, and I know how much I like to spend on certain things too, and we settled at $50 per spot, and that $50 gets you into the random to hit. It's the same this year. We're not upping it. We're not changing anything. It's still going to be $50 to get in. You make a $100 donation, you get 2 spots. You make $500 donation, you get 10 spots. So on and so forth. But maybe you saw a tweet from me or a couple of tweets from me today that there was going to be some announcement that was going to be good for tonight only. You might be curious what it is. So here it is. I'm seeing there are 31 people in chat right now. The 31 people that are in chat, and I urge you to go ahead and tweet this out to everybody, Instagram it, Facebook it, text your friends. I don't care what you do. Tonight only, if you make a $50 donation, it'll earn you 2 spots into the random. Okay. $100, it's 4 spots, so on and so forth. My goal tonight, before it'd be nice before stream ends, but my goal tonight is to raise $2,000. It's a heavy lift, okay, but I know we can do it. $2,000. If we get there, everybody in stream will receive an extra spot. All right. The other thing that I want to encourage all of you to do as well is when we fundraise, so when we're actually doing this for our work, it's all about making connections. It's all about building those relationships and bringing awareness. So I'm encouraging you to go out and tell folks to make a $50 donation directly through the website. Again, it's rippinforthecure.com. If a friend of yours or a family member of yours makes a $50 donation or more, and they put in the notes that it came from Jay is the last person I see here. So if it came from Jay is then going to get an extra spot into the break. Okay. So again, $50 tonight, get you 2 spots. We raised $2,000 tonight. Everybody gets an added spot, and that includes. And I should have asked Mindy first if she can pull a chat list for me. But if you're in chat tonight, I want to give you a spot if we raise $2,000. And then the third thing is go tell your friends, have them make a $50 donation, and you get an added spot as a refer. And you can do it as many times as you want. So um, I'm not seeing questions around it. I guess I explained it well enough.
Well, luckily we've got Wolf and Smash and Eloy are in there in the chat, kind of
Yeah, I see
simplifying
that.
or explaining. Let's do it. Well, that's the thing. We have 34 watching, but we only have a handful active in chat, so there we go.
All right, type 1. You see what Smash is doing.
Now you had, and I'm drawing a blank, and I'm going to blame it on a long day. You had a fantastic saying last year. And
I knew you were
wrote
going
it
to
down.
ask. I knew you were going to ask me that. And you know what? I've been racking my brain all day of what it was, and I cannot think of it. I think it was something along the lines of awareness is just as good as a dollar.
Was it awareness? That might have been it. That might have been it. Oh, Palm Beach had a question for me. I'm sorry, Palm. Hang on. What's the random for someone who wasn't here last year? Not sure what you mean by that, Palm Beach. What's the... Oh, the random that we're going to be running here momentarily? Oh, this isn't something we did last year. This is something that Hecker has decided to do for us tonight. We're trying to get up to $2,000, correct? Total? Or
Correct.
$2,000 raised tonight?
$2,000 raised tonight.
There we go. All right. So if we get that, I'll let you explain it again because you do it a lot better than I do.
So if we hit $2,000 raised tonight, now let me clarify that we're already at 1,000, so that means we need to get to 3,000. All right, so $2,000 raised tonight, equaling $3,000 total. Everybody in chat that typed the 1 that Smash is pulling for me will get an added spot into the random. I wanted to answer George's question. I see it here. It says, so I can make a donation and get 2 spots per 50. That's tonight only. And then I can refer to my girl 2 spots for 50. Correct. That's tonight only. And yes, that would get you 1 extra spot as well. George, did I answer that well enough for you?
More details on the event mega break. Okay, so our mega break. You guys are gonna love this. So at the end of all of this, right? Our Rippin for the Cure mega break. Each $50 donation made to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation via the website will earn the donator 1 entry into the drawing for the Rippin for the Cure mega break. Number of winners are going to be based on the total number of items donated. So we really don't know how many items we're going to have until closer to the mega break, which is going to be on 5/22/21. So for that event, we're actually going to have our very own Hecker here with us. He's going to be sitting right here next to me, just like last year. And like we said earlier, we've got lots of things being donated from Cruz Pedregon, Steel City, you guys in the hobby family. I'm sure there's a couple other things that I'm missing that are being donated or have been donated. Binks is going to be donating his items when he gets here in May. That's right. We've got some people that are going to be here before the mega break that are bringing items. So we don't have a total number of items until closer to the event. But every $50 that you donate via the website gets you an entry into the random for that mega break. So I don't even remember, how many items did we have last year? We had quite a few.
We had like 35 or 36 last year, and then Smash pulled out the LeBron picture that I think Footloose won.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Def, welcome. Hey, what's 2K? It's the amount of money we're trying to raise tonight. We get $2,000 tonight. Everybody in chat will earn an extra spot. Tonight, only $50 gets you 2 spots for the random. So go ahead and put that out to everybody you know. There was a question I wanted to go back to.
Who's the team member we put in for? Heather?
Yeah, that was, yep. It's a great question. It's one I should have clarified earlier. When you make a donation, you can just make a general team donation. It doesn't have to go under my name. I would actually prefer it going under the team. Because, and that's the other great thing too. So our team last year, we were a top 25 team in the entire country for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. So let's do that again this year, and let's try to go top 10. Top 10, I'll be honest with you, will be phenomenal, because that'll mean we've raised like $50,000, but that's a big number, and yeah, we could probably do it. But yeah, so just put it under the general team donation. It doesn't need to go under my name at all. I'm seeing a lot of donations coming in. I really appreciate it, guys.
I was going to say, I'm watching people say donated, donated, donated. I mean, holy moly.
Yeah, this is great.
This year's goal is 15,000, Def. 15,000. Now, is it okay if they put it under you, Hecker?
Yeah, it's totally fine if they put it under me. That's great. You know, it still goes to the team. It doesn't change anything. The reason I don't want it under my name, it's more of a when people are looking at it, like last year, I was the top fundraiser in our chapter. We try to have our other volunteers and donors be those folks. So I want to try to avoid that, but it's totally fine if they put it under my name. Jay, I tell you what, we raised $50,000. I'll come to the Field of Dreams game and do that.
Oh, yeah, that's happening here, isn't it?
Well, Field of Dreams is out in Iowa.
No, no, wait, what am I thinking? No, I'm thinking of the draft. Wrong thing.
Yeah.
Brain. In May, they have the draft, and that's actually beginning of May. Yeah, first weekend of May, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know, Sean. The pinned tweet at the top of the chat, Sean. Hecker might have just cashed. Yeah.
I might have wrote a check I can't cash.
There you go. My brain's trying to fire. It's just not working. More coffee.
I got you.
More coffee.
All good.
We did. We almost.
Def, we were like 14-1 last year.
Oh, you're fine, Sean.
And then also last year, and I can't reveal who, but we did have an anonymous donor that matched every dollar we raised just for our team last year. So our 14 actually turned into $28,000 last year. I'm working with that person again this year to try to get them on board again. It's not a definite, but we'll see.
That is awesome. And folks, if you guys are on and you're on the, things are tight. Yes, COVID and everything. Yeah. We understand that, and it's but we had a thing last year that if you can't donate, tell everybody about it, share it, tweet it, talk about it, anything. Um, I'm pretty sure it would, this, you said awareness is just as valuable as a dollar. So
Yep.
that's
Yeah. And that's a good point, Mindy, and one that I should really stress that the $50 it's to get into the break, or to get into the random. Um, but again, we do understand times are tough. And if you can't give, that's fine. Just put the word out. I've seen a ton of retweets today and likes. And if you do want to give, a dollar works just fine. And Smash asked a great question here. So what does everything cover? Like I said, every dollar that we're bringing in for Rippin' for the Cure, 100% of it goes directly to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. Every dollar that the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation raises, over 80% of that goes towards research to find cures for these two diseases. It goes towards education for our patients and for our professionals. It goes towards just really being able to provide a better quality of life for our patients. So, for example, one of the coolest things that we have in our foundation is it's called Camp Oasis, and it's for kids that have Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis. And they get to go to a camp of their choice. We have 12 of them across the country where they get to experience camp like we all do. Because when you have these two diseases, it can be embarrassing. And I mean, think back to when you were a teenager. Teenage years are awkward no matter what's going on, but you throw something in like this and it's just horrible. So we have those types of camps, and that's where funds go. We just, like I said, we just found out today how we ended last year. I don't have a total number, but they said last year that we were able to fund, out of the revenue that we provided, 55 to 60% of the revenue that we brought in went directly to research, meaning that doctors and colleges and tech companies are able to do research on these two diseases, create different technologies to help it. And just a rough estimate, that was approximately like $30 million that went to research last year, which is just fantastic. So again, I appreciate everything that you all are doing.
Let's see. Smash asks, can people deduct the donation on their 2021 taxes in 2022?
Can people deduct the donation? So the cash donation or the item donation? Not understanding the full question.
So I think what he means is if I were to go to the website right now and donate $100, could I, when I go do my taxes next year, say, hey, I donated
yeah.
$100 to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation?
Yes, you absolutely can. It's 100% tax deductible. And if you donate an item, let me know what the perceived value of that item is, and I can get you a letter.
There we go. Smash just said cover both, please. So no, he's on it.
Steph, I saw your message. Is there anybody in particular you wanted to go to? You can DM me if you want.
Got some more new folks. Oh my goodness.
Scott, welcome. How you feeling, buddy? So Mindy's Def said to give his 2 spots away to the room.
Okay.
I'll let you decide how you want to give those 2 away.
For those 2, I think the easiest thing would be to probably do a Chatters win.
That works.
Do 1 winner for each spot. So wow, we got 43 folks in. And like Hecker was saying earlier, I mean, Crohn's and colitis, it's not talked about much. I honestly didn't know much about it until we started working with Eric last year. And there's a good chance that you got quite a few people just in your circle that that deals with one of these. It's more common than you think.
Right. It is more common, and it's an invisible disease. You can't look at somebody and know that they have it. Um, so it's something that is not talked about, and it's becoming more talked about, though. It's becoming more aware. Um, I saw K Dub's message just go by. One thing that we didn't mention about the website that made me think of that is there's a blog at the bottom of it that I'll be updating. I'm working with a couple of folks. Currently, one is a patient, and one is actually a gastroenterologist that we all know here within Rippin Gypsy and beyond. To try to do like an interview style video for everybody to get both sides of the story, because they're very different, but they're working towards the same goal.
Let's see. Oh, K-Dub says that we can share his story.
So, K-Dub, I apologize. I've read your story over and over so many times, and I know we've chatted, and I don't know the full details, but I know that you went through a pretty rough road with your Crohn's, and it's unlike some of the stories that I've heard. I mean, some people go through it and say, "Yeah, I got Crohn's, and it is what it is." But you've had a pretty rough road, and I really don't want to spill too much of your story because, and I'll just say the patient that I'm working with is K Dub to do this. Um, so I'm going to let him kind of explain it to the world, and put that out there, and that'll come in due time.
I got.
But yeah,
Go ahead.
I,
Sorry.
I was just going to say, I was just going to echo what Smash said. I am here to answer any questions. It can be about whatever you want. It can be about the foundation, the diseases. It can be about the event. Really anything. And I
Yeah.
appreciate you all blowing up my email right now too with all these donations.
That is fantastic. Those of you that are donating tonight, not only thank you for your donation tonight, but thank you for your donation overall. I mean, the invisible diseases and illnesses suck, and we can shed a little bit of light on these, and put the money towards research, and maybe push things a little forward each year just by doing this. I mean, a little bit goes a long way. Drop in the bucket still makes a ripple.
Let me just say this. So I've been working with the foundation now. Holy crap, guys, we're at $1,500. Um, I've been working for the foundation for 3.5 years. And 3.5 years ago, when I started, they were saying, "Hey, we're within a decade to a decade and a half of finding cures." Now we're saying we're within years, which is fantastic. The sooner we can find cures for these diseases, the better life people are going to have, and not only not only just for those that are currently diagnosed, but those that don't know what they have. And that's one of the really cool things that we've developed right now is we can actually put together a preventative maintenance plan for patients when they're first diagnosed to say, this is your treatment plan. This is what you need to do to avoid surgery, because there's no cure at the moment unless you want to get your colon removed. And I don't think anybody wants a part of their body taken from them. So, we're working on things, and we're working hard. We got a lot of good doctors around this country that are helping with this. Man, you guys are killing it.
Oh, Miss KB.
Seriously.
I'm hoping your lab results give you some answers, and we'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers on that. Acute colitis. I'm sorry, I'm reading Eloy's. Brayson only had acute colitis last year, still kept him in the hospital for multiple days. I remember that. I remember when you went through that.
I do too. That was horrible. KB, I just saw your message there. If things swing the way we don't want them to, let me know. I can get you hooked up with some folks if you need be.
That's right, Wes. You know, a lot of people think of the physical aspect of, okay, my insides are messed up, but nobody thinks about what that constant pain does to you. It makes you exhausted. It makes other parts of your body hurt, and mentally, it takes a toll on you, and you know, the depression and the anxiety and things like that go with it. I think are talked about even less than the diseases themselves, but they all interlock together. And I'm sure with COVID going on, and you know, people not being able to get in and get the tests or the care they need is very stressful.
Yeah, it is, and I mean I can speak not from personal experience because I don't have either one of these diseases, but obviously I know a lot of people that do, and that was one thing that was really tough last year and still this year is having those conversations with folks as they continue to say, I can't leave my house, I'm scared to leave my house, and now with the vaccines that are out, I don't know what these vaccines are going to do to me, which we're doing those studies right now too. And that kind of goes to what Smash's question was about is, you know, we talk about research, but what is the foundation doing right now? It's those types of things that we're doing right now. We're actually tracking how COVID-19 is affecting folks that have Crohn's or colitis, that have been affected by the virus. And we're doing studies on those and getting information so that we can get to our patients to say, yes, the virus is dangerous, but it's not having a severe effect, or it is. You need to do this. The other things that we're doing too, like I mentioned, we have that camp. We have support groups here locally in Pittsburgh and around the country and all the areas that are all volunteer led, but we provide them with all the materials and support that they need. We hold education events. We partner with a lot of the great doctors and hospital systems. So I can speak intimately about how UPMC and Allegheny Health Network here in Pittsburgh work very closely. And I can also speak about how well the Cleveland Clinic does up in Mindy and Smash's area, you know, with their patients and things like that. So, you know, we're all resources. We're able to be here. Another thing that we do that a lot of people don't think about is a lot of people have questions about insurance. And we're constantly battling insurance companies, and we're also talking with our state and local legislators and our federal legislators and trying to get a bill passed of it's called the Safe Step Act or the Fail First bill. And basically what it is, long and short, it affects not only Crohn's and colitis, it affects anything. It affects arthritis, it affects heart disease, it affects anything that requires a prescription. But what it is basically your doctor prescribes you whatever it may be. Obviously, it goes through the insurance company to get approved. Your insurance company has the right and the ability right now to come back and say, you're not going to take that. We want to give you this cheaper drug first. And what they need to see happen is that you don't get any better with that drug. And then they might put you on something else that's not what your doctor prescribes you. And they can continue doing this until you failed everything before it actually gets to the drug that your doctor first prescribed you. And this isn't a one-time deal where it takes a month. I know people that it's taken a couple of years before they've gotten to that point. And so our state, Pennsylvania, we've been tapped as a key target state to get this bill passed at the state level. And it was just introduced in the Senate, the United States Senate, last week to get it passed federally. So we work on a lot of those things, and that's also a lot of the places where the money that's raised goes to advocacy efforts.
Sorry, I was My keyboard clacking in the background.
No.
Care Bear had a question. Missed part of the message. So one donation gets a spot in the break. It's actually each $50 increment gets you a spot. And what was the other question? We don't know how many spots are in the super break yet, and we won't until we get closer and we give that donation deadline.
I'll be excited to talk about the super break. This is the mega break. Mega. Hi.
Hi.
Well, hello, Smash.
Am I being relieved for a moment?
Yeah, I can give you a break real quick.
Oh.
If Eric's okay with it, of course.
Absolutely.
I can't.
All right, one sec.
Hi. Oh, earwax on the Mindy.
My ears are cleaner than yours, bub.
Listen, kiddo. Take your stinky butt pillow. Hi, guys. It's Smash. And Mindy's short.
Hi, Smash.
Hi, Eric. How are you, sir?
I am fantastic. I'm here hanging out with all my favorite people.
What's up, Gold Line?
And I think all my favorite people have broke the internet because I'm not getting updates, and I'm seeing everybody saying they donated.
I love breaking the internet. It's joyous. Oh, it needs a bigger shirt. Yeah, I'm kind of... This is my pre-COVID shirt, so I was going to swap real fast out of somebody on. All right, so I'm going to take a second because Eric entrusted me to kind of get the mega break set up and rolling, and I get to know all the details where he wants to be surprised. So I won't spoil anything, or try not to. But the mega break. Currently, there is, I'd say, 40 to 50 items in my office or being currently delivered, or in the case of Steel City, being picked up and brought in. I think Eric just wants to swing by Steel City for a reason. But what happens is we take every $50 donation, and it's incremental. It's not if you do $50, that's 1. If you do $100, that's 2. You do $500, that's 10. And those earn you spots, and we call it the random. So every $50 donation overall throughout the course of this, made directly to the website, will get people individual donations to the random. The reason we call it a random is we don't know how many prizes there will be. I say this lovingly, and don't take it the wrong way. People will be blowing up our mailbox with deliveries and packages for this that we don't even know about. That's actually why we cut off everything a week before we do the mega break, is to allow everything to cycle and get here and us get our list together. Eric is tasked with the amazing going through and making the mega sheet list. So if you miss a spot in the mega break, talk to Eric, not me, not Mindy, not any of the partners. Eric is the guy, and just throw him under the bus now so I can avoid conversations later. But so that's how that works. Now, a question that people have asked me, because we have all these event sponsors, 16 hobby individuals, either auctions, hobby personalities, breakers, online LCSs, have jumped in to support some event during the course of this. The list is up there. You got Houdini from Cheap Fun Breaks, Papa J Cards, RG, she's doing, Buck City Breaks, Midwest Box Breaks, Card Warehouse, Midman Tickets, K4K Outdoors, Alpha Fam Classic Pack, Showtime Sports Cards, Eloy the Goat, so I'll go with Goat Card Breaks, Crack and Wax, I'll talk about him in a second, he was in here earlier, amazing dude. Back in the Game, Sports Cards is BITG and Apex. They all have at least one event. Some events will run the whole course, where percents of sales to the entire course. Because this starts now, and Mindy has it up. So let me check when our official end date is, unless you know off the top of your head.
May 17th.
May 17th. And the mega break will take place here on the Rippin Gypsy studio on May 22nd. Eric will be live in person. There'll be some surprises for Eric that were already in the works. So, surprise!
Oh, no.
Let you know we got stuff working in for you. So with that, that's how the mega break works. I know, Care Bear, you were asking some questions about it. Please let me know if those answered those questions. But one question that gets asked, with all these events that raise money, what happens with those spots and that kind of stuff. So what we do is, to be fair, is we put it back on the partners. Your money does earn spots. Those spots can either go in when the partner makes the donation. They can either assign it to their collectors, or they can keep their name on it. I know a lot of partners last year left their name on it. When they got the item back, they did some kind of random or giveaway on their own channel to give that out to their collectors. So when you donate via buying into these events, that still gets entries in the Mega Break. So they get it for the person running the event, unless they give us names. So feel free to ask each individual person how they're doing ours. I know Rippin Gypsy, we'll go into it, and then I'll take our names out before the Mega Break starts. I know, that's how we'll do it. So, Ollie, Bob, you're awesome. Yeah.
Thank you, Bob.
So, donation items for the hobby, if they want to send donation items for this. So, Eric, do you want to handle that? You want to talk about your requirement, and I'll agree or disagree?
Sorry, I was reading comments and missed what you said.
Oh, sorry. You read comments. I'll talk about it. So,
no, go ahead. What am I answering?
If people want to donate an item, what kind of items are we looking to be donated? We're not trying to be stingy, because everything's great, but we're trying to keep a certain level for the Mega Break so people don't feel like they're getting ripped off or something like that. So can you give me a little what you're looking for and what we're collecting from people?
Yeah. I mean, we're looking for autographed items, jerseys, helmets, balls, bats, whatever we think. And then, I mean, because it's Rippin Gypsy and we know their affinity for, comics and, pop culture and things like that. I mean, even those, would be really good for this break too. But I think we're trying to stay away from cards and boxes of cards and different things of that nature, because we're here known for the memorabilia and the pop culture. So I think that's really what we're looking for. But Smash, I will defer to you if there's anything that I missed or you want to add on to.
We'll make a small adjustment because with the idea of cards and boxes of cards. If people want to send a sealed box of cards to be donated, I think that's perfectly fine. It's a sealed box. Mm-hmm. It's, that kind of, hey, especially with the way the card market is now, let's really be honest. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Someone wants to send a hobby box of football cards that might be worth some more of the jerseys and other stuff we're collecting and giving out. Right. Void brought up Pokemon cards, first edition Pokemon cards, something like that. To me, a nice set of, one or two, I'm going to be honest, it's kind of, not being honest, it's kind of, but if someone gets a nice couple set, 5-10 of first editions, that I think would be a good prize. It's not an autographed item, but goes into, I almost put that kind of card into memorabilia cards. If someone has a graded rookie, Griffey out of like 9 or 10 they want to donate, to me that goes to the memorabilia kind of section. But tell you right now, all the stuff that we've currently got is autographed, and if it is autographed, I'll say this and then I'll backpedal on myself. We do request that you send a cert with it. There are a few items that we are accepting without certs from, I want to say reputable, because I don't make people feel bad, but Minuteman Tickets goes to a lot of signing events and gets in-person autographs. I, as a collector, trust that because I know the pedigree of it, so I feel comfortable passing on somebody else. I'll let you know some of the items that are coming from the the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, which also will include some Pittsburgh Penguin stuff. Mm-hmm. That stuff won't have certs on it, but I know it came from the social media manager who's part of the team. There is one non-autographed item coming from them. I'm going to spoil this for Eric because he's probably seen the picture already. They actually have a game-issued Marvel jersey. So they had a jersey game. Minor League Hockey is great for these alternate jerseys. I love them. I love Minor League Hockey. I can't wait to go back and watch the Monsters play in Cleveland. Yeah, I love it. They had alternate jerseys of Marvel characters, and the one they're donating is, since Mindy's favorite is Iron Man, they got a game-issued Iron Man jersey that they're sending us to be part of the Mega Break. Cruz Pedregon is a NRHA national champion, 2-time, and he's running this year, and You game used as well as say car parts are sitting in a box back here. I know what's there already. So some really cool things there. Norfolk Admirals set out. I used to love Admirals games. My favorite game was the Carolina Stingrays. It was on military night. They lined up and legit. I'm not sure what landed first, the hockey puck or the first punch. It was a straight just. Everybody in the team was lined up across the line and just started decking each other. It was great. If we're going to donate a funny car, that'd be awesome. I don't think that'll happen.
That'd be awesome.
A whole funny car. They're like, I think 40 grand is what they were selling their one for, their older one. So we actually asked about that. Not gonna lie, we were sitting there. It was like, "What's that one? That one's for sale. How much is it? Like 40,000 or something like that." Go ahead.
I want to go, and I appreciate you sharing all that, but I want to go back up to a comment that Smash, I think you'll appreciate from. I think it was Sean. He said, "Can I donate a Trey Burke, Michigan jersey?" Sean, as long as you're okay with Smash or myself not touching it.
Yeah, we'll have to wear gloves for that one.
Well, I might need to excuse myself to go use the bathroom at that point and take it with me.
Game used? No. So that's the mega breaking. So if you guys have questions about it, feel free to ask. Be honest. Ask me or Eric. We have set up a Twitter. It's RFTC _CFF. So Rippin for the Cure _ Crohn's Class Foundation. You can DM us on there. We both check it. We also have the rippinforacure@gmail.com if you want to email us anything and have conversations that way. The break partners, they know what's going on, but a lot of the details, since they're all kind of doing their own thing, we don't like to burden them with all everything that's going on with individual hardcore information. But I will tell you, Eric, that we might have ordered a 3x2 foot sign of the Rippin for the Cure team logo, and that is being sent to Cruz Pedregon, who's going to keep it in his pit all year long and be displayed in the pit at every NRHA event this year. Also, I will tell you that every person that donates this year, Eric will have to get me their mailing address, regardless if you win a spot in the mega break and get an item, or if you don't. If you do, minimum, we had magnets made of the team logo this year to send out to everybody for at least donating as a small thank you. I know it's not a $50 value or it's a t-shirt with the puppy on it. I'm sorry. You have to look at the great logos, and put on your fridge or beer fridge. And so everybody that donates this year, me and Eric will work out. Those are being made now and being sent, so they'll be here in time. George, I did not. I just talked about it and said I'd come over here and talk. Classic pack breaks, great guys. You rate 101 on my magnet.
Thanks for it.
I'll talk to Eric and see if we can get Eric to sign your magnet. That way we'll make it a 101. So
I'll get more magnets signed than Mindy will have cards.
Oh yeah, well Mindy has one card signed. It's around here somewhere. I don't know what happened to it, but so hey, just because I'm that happy-go-lucky, pushy, you guys know me. Where are we at on this donation? Did your internet unbreak in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe it's unfrozen from last week.
So here's where we're at right now, and I want to preface this, and Smash knows this. The donation that Crack and Wax made has not appeared yet on the page. There's some things I'm working on the back end, so we're technically right now at like $2,800. So let's give us another $500 and we'll be good to go.
Sweet.
Another $500 tonight. Everybody in chat gets an added spot. Remember, your $50 donation tonight is good for 2 spots. And if you refer somebody and they make a note of it, it's another free spot.
See, let me talk about that because that was an add-on, that was a curveball for me to make sure I can. People throwing smash curveballs. It's kind of weird. It's like a pitcher being at bat, So if I make a donation and there's a note section there, I can say, hey, just put up, Jimmy Guns. I'll use Jimmy because Jimmy is my buddy.
Yeah.
Jimmy Guns in that note section. So when you see that, you'll actually give Jimmy Guns an extra spot too, for referring me to go make a donation.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Smash makes the donation. Smash puts in the note section. Jimmy Guns referred me. Jimmy Guns gets that extra spot.
So Scott Pets is going to go tell everybody that he knows is going to donate already to put Scott Pets into the note comment. So I'll let you know it's going to happen right now. Hey Pets, what's up, buddy? So
do it. Because listen, what's he doing? He's raising funds for us, right? So, I mean, it's a win-win.
Hey, I would like to acknowledge In-Games Cards and Auctions. So, openly talking about how he was diagnosed with Crohn's when he was 16. So, thank you for mentioning that.
I took note, and I appreciate that. Endgame, I'm going to reach out to you on Twitter. I think we're following each other right now.
Sean, to answer your question about Venmo or Cash App, the site is not set up to do that. And the reason why, if I'm wrong, Eric can correct me, is all the hobby partners, all the sponsors, this isn't where, besides the events they're doing, the individual donations from the collectors directly, which is what the link to the site takes you to the donation page for the team. So Rippin for the Cure will reroute you to a different site to make your donation. And the reason that is that's a sanctioned and controlled Crohn's and Colitis Foundation site that Eric built within the foundation, and none of the money gets touched by anybody. So it doesn't hit Rippin Gypsy bank account, it doesn't hit Eric Hecker's bank account, it doesn't hit, BITG or Houdini's bank account or Mid over at Midwest, Steel City. None of these people actually touch the money. It goes straight to the foundation. So and also with that, you can get all your taxable donations paperwork back for that. So am I wrong on that, Eric?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And you go like Smash said, you make that donation directly to the website there. Your tax receipt actually comes right to you in an email, so you're good to go at that point.
Now, I want to bring up something because we found this out last year. Me and Eric discovered this last year. So I work for an international company.
Yes.
So I'll Baker Hughes is who I work for. Overall, our parent company, and my company has a donation match policy up to a certain amount. I think it's like $1,000 of my donated funds. If I go to my company and tell them, hey, I donated, and I give them the email that I get from, like last year when we made our donation, Rippin Gypsy, since I'm technically part owner, might have got doubled up because I might have submitted that also. And they gladly matched it. There was no shenanigans in there. I work for an amazing company. I really appreciate them if they're listening or watching me. But check with your companies, and a lot of employers have some kind of donation match or charity match. So if you make a donation, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm going to make it so much more easier for everybody. You don't even need to check with your company. Just send me the name of the company, and I can check for you through a website that we have.
Okay. Awesome.
And then I think, don't quote me on this, I think I can even submit the paperwork on your behalf too.
I'm quoting you as you talk. The air quotes are happening. So two ways to do it. But what I'm driving at though is your $50 donation could easily turn into a $100 donation. And let's think about the $2,000 we raised tonight. If you go donate, if everybody goes and talks to their company and gets a price match, if it's available, that's actually $4,000. And then if Eric secures his anonymous donor, which he didn't tell me about last year at all, so I don't even know what it is, who's willing to match everything we raised, you've taken that $2,000 and turned it into $6,000. And if you want to get semi-technical, usually last year they had some donor match like $1 million. And since we're one of the top 25 teams last year, I say our money, you go down the list like allocations. And so that $2,000 is not $6,000, it's actually $8,000. Right. So we have a chance on how much to do. Oh, the donation page asks for your company. Awesome. Okay, so MTV Sports Cards. Good old Mike out in Kansas City. How you doing, sir? Much love. Haven't seen you in a while. He says that actually the website will ask you. So you can do it that way too. So you have 3 ways: through the donation website, email Eric, the collector, or get a hold of your company directly and see if they'll match. So
MTV, I appreciate you saying that. I'm kind of embarrassed to say I didn't know that was part of that page.
all right, Wolf did verify.
Yep.
Okay, Scott Peth asked a question. I'm gonna ask the question aloud, and then I'm gonna turn it over to Eric because I'm gonna say this actually. He's the general manager, team captain, Jerry Jones, however you want to go about it. You know, I'm just us and the partners of the driving force to help ensure this happens, and I'm kind of just the ringleader with the wand and the whip. But if someone donates an item, we talked about, you know, I'll go through and I'll calculate keep a spreadsheet of all the items and who donated it, and I'll search eBay for average market comps so that people can get tax return donations for that stuff. But what about the mega break? They donate an item. Do they also get an extra spot in the mega break?
So my first comment is I'd rather be Jerry Jones over Art Modell any day. So thank you for that.
What about Robert Kraft? How's Robert Kraft? Oh, too soon? Too soon?
Well, you know, I mean, he's had some fun in his life. That's a good question, Pets. You know what? We never really gave it any thought. You know what? Let me say this: if you donate, if you made a cash donation and you make a item donation, then yeah, we'll go ahead and do an extra spot for you.
Deal.
Does that sound fair?
I like it.
Okay.
So we're going to officially make the policy: if you make a cash donation, an individual cash donation directly to the website and to the foundation, and you want to donate an item, Eric will give you the honorary thank you spot. I want to give a quick, apparently Classic Pack Breaks just gave us a plug. The boys down in Georgia are working hard on their Wednesday night, so appreciate those guys. And I talked to Ryan this weekend, and they're very excited. They're going to apparently have some breaks coming up during their week and their time slots to benefit this. So they're very, very excited of being part of this year. They actually helped out last year. I don't know if you recall. They helped out last year by donating a Pack to Death to auction off. And then they opened it on their channel and sent the cards out. If I remember right, it was a Michael Jordan sticker second year is what the big card was that came out of it. So whatever they get whatever they scheme up and do is going to be amazing. I do want to pause. I haven't said it yet. Crack and Wax. Chris and LQ. First of all, LQ currently got diagnosed with COVID, and our thoughts and prayers go out to her. And I hope she doesn't kill Kraken during this time where they're in isolation together. She's a wonderful lady. If you guys haven't got the chance to interact with her on Twitter, I highly, highly recommend it. If you have played with, whatever you're going to say, with Kraken Wax, great Twitter. You know, he calls it spam. I call it, running a business. It does put a lot out what he's doing, and we'd love to share that for him. $868 on what he's considered a slow month. And he actually apologized to me. I don't know if he's talked to Eric yet. His goal was $1,000 or $1,000. And he feels horrible for falling a little bit short. And I told him it's not the amount of money to me. Eric's going to put this dollar amount out, and we're going to strive for it. We're going to try to hit 2K tonight. The great thing is we have approximately 41 people in chat right now talking about a disease that affects millions. Not even one disease, multiple diseases. And
right.
Going into this last year, I was ignorant. I'll be honest, very ignorant to what the Crohn's and colitis was, what things were. And of course, Eric talked to me, and and then I talked to K-Dub more about it and got his insight. The doctor that Eric doesn't talk to, he's talked to me, and I recently have gone through a spout of going to see a GI doc and actually be put into a clinical trial for something else. But my issue or diagnosis is not even a quarter severe of what Crohn's and colitis can be. It has been for a lot of people, and I'm thankful for that. But then I think every time my issue flares up, I have to deal with it. how bad some of these people and how they still go on day to day, and sometimes you only know. Your one coworker might just be having a bad day because they're hurting, but they don't want to tell anybody because, let's be honest, no one wants to talk about your butthole. We all have them, but
Right.
they're all stinky. No one wants to talk about it. No one wants to talk about, oh, my stomach hurts, or I'm in such pain, and you get talked to. There's that culture that we had for a long time of those intimate diseases you don't talk to and don't get help.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I wanted to ask, especially with KB in the room, and no offense to call her out, is we talked about the research and moving forward. We talked about research acting now. If I was a newly diagnosed individual or patient with Crohn's or colitis, and I just got the news from my doctor, and I'm trying to wrap my mind around it, what can the foundation do to help me as an individual, outside the research and outside this? What things are available to me as a new patient or an existing patient has been dealing with it and wants to look for other options? What can they do to help now?
Yeah, so great question. So hopefully, if our chapters are doing the jobs they're supposed to be doing, that doctor is your first advocate for a new patient. They're the ones that are going to get them hooked up with, whether it's a support group that's locally in the area, or it doesn't have to be a support group, whether it's just another individual. And that's something that the foundation does, is we actually call, we have a program that's called P2P. It used to be called peer-to-peer, but it's called P2P now. And basically, they're volunteers that say, hey, I'm available to chat if anybody ever wants to call me, email me, text me, whatever, go get coffee, and just talk about their disease, and I can give them, advice. So we have that. Our website is just filled with information, Crohn'sandColitisFoundation.org. They can always go there as a resource. The other thing, too, is find out where your local chapter is. It might not be in your immediate area. KB, I know you're up in Connecticut. There is a chapter in Connecticut. I believe it's Westchester, maybe, is where it's located. But we do have chapters all across the country. Some are spread very, very thin. I was on a call today with the executive director in Washington State, and she informed me that she covers 5 different states, including Alaska. So, I mean, we do a lot of outreach to every state in the country. But certainly, I mean, start with the GI, start with the doctor, get involved with them as well. That's one of the best things I can do is become a volunteer, become an advocate for us, because ultimately you're going to become an advocate for yourself. I want to just continue kind of the conversation you were having, Smash, about the pain that somebody goes through and everything like that. The other thing that people with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis could end up doing, depending on the severity of their disease, they may not be able to work. They could go on disability because it's that severe. It screws their life. We can't even imagine. I mean, I sit here and I complain about being on a phone call, 8 hours, throughout the day. But then I got people that can't work. They can't really do anything. They go to, the bathroom. I mean, I'm sorry to say this, but it's true. They go to the bathroom 24, 25 times a day. It just screws with your life. So, I mean, what you all are doing is just extremely powerful. So, KB, I see your message there, Westchester, yeah, county in New York, but I think they cover Connecticut for some reason. Maybe is there Fairfield? I don't know. I'm off topic now.
I'll give it for a lookup. You need to look that up for KB personally.
Yeah.
Write a check that you can cash today.
Yes.
Hey, Zach asked a question if you could make a video to promo this. Hey, sir, for me, if Eric disagrees, of course, please step over me, sir. I'm all for it. Every little bit of, social media hype discussions, it's great to raise the dollars, but to raise the awareness is almost, if not more, valuable. So that's my take on it.
I would back that up. I mean, anything that can bring awareness to it is fantastic. Zach, the one thing I will say, If you want logos or anything like that, reach out to me and get you the proper information for that. It's just branding. It's funny about that.
Yeah, fortunately, in my pictures, when they see my picture, they're gonna yell at me because I think I clipped off part of the top of the logo. But yeah, they'll be okay.
Yeah, you raised $15,000. I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah, they'll yell at me next year. It'll be fine. So, what other questions do you guys have, particularly about the? I'm going to focus back for a second on the mega break or the donate or how to donate or hey.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of my specialty here. I don't want to take up all of Mindy's time because I know her and Eric love sitting there talking to each other. And I know you guys think Mindy's a lot prettier than me. So I'm okay with that. Unless you're Polly Junk Wax and about a 12-pack in. Apparently I'm a beautiful man. It's my dude, but good times.
Hey, KB, I just want to verify with you. The chapter is in Purchase, New York. Does that mean anything to you?
K4 says, I would say go for it, but quote sources, please verify. Yeah, if you guys make anything that,
yeah, good point.
If you guys make anything and it's kind of factual based, I would do yourself to due diligence before you post it to run it past Eric. You can reach him on his Twitter, or you can again reach him on the Rippin for a Cure Twitter and have him do a once over on it just to get some kind of, I'm going to say, expert opinion on it. Since, that executive director of the Western Pennsylvania and West Virginia chapter of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation title, get him to take a look at something. But I'm going to get off here. Thank you all so very much. Before I get off, can I get one last update on the race to 2K for tonight? How close are we tonight?
Yeah.
What number are we at tonight to make 2K?
Why is it when I type this in, I always go to your website? It's trying to get me in more breaks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because we're helping sponsor it, and
you're the first save tab in my phone.
Smashing a tutu TikTok video to promote. You guys love that tutu. It's around here somewhere.
Back over there.
Yeah. Mindy actually thought about making relic pieces out of it. Okay, where we at? Give me an update so I give this back to Mindy.
Here's what we need. I need another $350.
Ooh, so close.
$350. We can do this.
So it'll be $250 because I'll go in and give $100 as soon as I walk away from here. And of course, you can keep us out of the mega break because we're going to dump spots probably anyway, or we'll give them away to our collectors and chatters wins. But yeah, it'll be $250. So we need $250 to make it an easy, achievable goal. We got 40 people in here. What if we do this? Follow me for a second.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw you a curveball. You can tell me if you like it or don't like it. Tonight we're doing, if you do your $50 donation, you get 2 spots in the random. Yep. But some people can't afford $50 right now, and that's perfectly A-okay fine. And we're not going to harp on you at all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing and being interested. But what if you do a $25 donation? We'll get you 1 spot in for tonight only.
Sold.
Okay. So if you cannot do the $50 donation because it's not in your budget, but you really want to if you're able to do 25, you will still get 1 spot tonight only during this stream. That's your Smash-tastic deal for the night. And I'm off. Pin drop.
Smash, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Eric, and thank you, everybody. Again, and thanks to all the hobby partners and the 4 big sponsors. You guys have been amazing to work with, and thank everybody. And this is going to be a crazy, 6 weeks, 7, or how many weeks is this? 8 weeks total?
We got 2.5 months.
Yeah, 10 weeks total. 16 hobby people doing crazy stuff. Like I said, the one thing that's not posted on the website yet is Minuteman Tickets March Madness. He's finishing the website. Just to give a brief overview so you can understand it too, Eric, is you'll go make your $5 donation on a site, and then it'll give you the code and the password to go register your brackets. It's 1 bracket per $5. He's actually, besides the money he's going to raise and then donate that, the winners of the bracket, I can't remember if it's top 3, top 5, are going to get prizes. And the number 1 prize that Scott has is a Kyle Kuzma autographed basketball.
Ooh,
So
nice.
for $5, you can get in, help donate, and help raise money for Crohn's and colitis through Rippin for a Cure. And then you have a chance, if you're good at the brackets, to win a Kyle Kuzma. He's talking about box of cards. He's talking about some other stuff. League safe. So, Scott, I don't want to give away too much, but it's a little adore, you should say. Top 10 winners.
I also heard that if Scott raised something like $2,500, he was denouncing his Boston fandom.
I'm pretty sure that's in his DNA. I don't think that's going to happen. I'll support him on that one, man. That dude bleeds green or Celtic green and cries patriot tears. So I mean, that dude's. But yeah, Scott's done this bracket for a long time for his ticket thing, and he's helping to promote us.
No, that's awesome, Scott. Thank you.
All right, guys, we'll get us back to Gypsy. Thank you all for your time. Peace, love, and monster hugs from your Smashy Poo. Talk to you later.
See you, Smash.
How you sharpening that?
Was easy.
I wasn't even touching it.
Where's it at?
It's in the box.
That's it. What box?
That hit parade.
Who are you shipping it to?
Nobody. I took it off my desk, so my desk wasn't cluttered for this.
Let me get past you and the doggy here.
Because I knew if my desk was cluttered, you'd go, oh my god!
Oh my god!
Alright.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Alright, so do we have any questions? Anything that I know we had a few new people come in, so
Yeah.
any questions about the Mega Break, the events going on, the foundation? Any questions for Eric or
I'm here for it. And you know what? One thing I want to say too, just because Mindy has that shirt on, the Take Steps shirt.
oh yeah, I forgot Mike's taller than I am.
This is kind of where the whole thing started, is because last year when the pandemic hit, March 13th, we all remember where we were. Our foundation pretty much put a halt on everything, and Take Steps is our foundation's largest fundraiser. And it's an awareness walk, but it's a fundraising walk too. And it's the easiest way for people to get involved with our foundation. And so when that happened, I mean, we all pretty much just stopped dead in our tracks. And like I said, we were trying to figure out what was going on. And so that's where this thought came from. And if you remember last year, it was kind of cool that Mindy and Smash got a bunch of autographed shoes and things like that to kind of correlate with that. But so this is kind of more part of the history, but Take Steps is, and people are asking like, how can you get involved? That's one way to get involved. And to be perfectly honest with you, it's a free way to get involved. You do not have to make a donation. You don't have to purchase anything to go to your local walk. You can just go. And if the walk does it properly, the walk is secondary compared to everything else that's going on. For example, our walk on a typical year, not this year because it's still COVID. On a typical year, we have bands, we have food trucks, we have kids crafts, restaurants are there. I mean, it's crazy. So I sometimes don't even know that the walk is going on because there's so much other things happening. Thank you, KB.
Well, and the funny thing is this was perfect timing last year.
Yeah.
Last year was our second year of Rippin Gypsy being up and running. We started actually in May. We'll be celebrating our third year. And about a month or so before Eric approached us with this idea, I was sitting down talking with Smash, and I'm like, man, I want to get involved with something.
I saw this tweet today.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, man, we gotta do something. We have to be involved in something, somewhere. I need to get in something. We have to. And, Smash was like, okay, yeah. He wasn't opposed to it, but he's also knows me where I'm like, I want to help everybody, And I started looking at things to be involved in, things that, I deal with, and things that even a couple of our kids deal with. We do have 2 autistic boys, and I just couldn't find something that grabbed me. Even the stuff that I deal with, it was like, okay, yeah, I do I really want to be involved with it because I'm dealing with it, or am I going to be unbiased enough to put my whole heart into it? And almost exactly a month later, Eric approached us and says, hey, I got this crazy idea, and I don't know if you'd be down for it, but what do you think about this? And it was like, hey, all right, let's do it. Let's go. So, Smash mentioned his GI issues. As far as we know, they're not Crohn's or colitis. And I know that I don't have it, and our children don't have either one. So I feel like we're able to do this wholeheartedly and unbiasedly. So it was kind of fate.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how excited when Hecker, DM'd me and goes, hey, you want to do it again this year? I was like, yep, no question. Let's go. And every if we could do this every year, I'm down for it. Every year.
Yeah, I mean, and I think listen, I know I'm still a newbie. I really, it's been a year. But I think a lot of you have gotten to know me pretty well, and I think you recognize that this is what I enjoy doing. I enjoy giving back. I enjoy helping others, and I am certainly down to do this, for as long as you all will have me. It's fun, it's exciting, and quite frankly, I do this on my personal time. I don't take any of my work time to do this, and it just gives me another outlet to focus on, outside of all the other craziness in the world.
And I think,
can I ask? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, and the thing that's really cool, and I think really helps drive us here at Rippin' Gypsy, is not only how wholeheartedly you're into it, but how excited you get about it, but just the hobby family support behind it.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's just astronomical. I mean, and it adds fuel to the fire for it, in all honesty.
Yep. No, it's absolutely true. And I mean, that's one thing that I noticed in this past year, outside of Rippin' for the Cure. I mean, supporting everything. I don't know if Scott Berger's still in here, but I mean, when Guns did his show for him, the outpouring of love and support that came out of that. I can't remember if it was Def or if it was Guns that did the support for Zach to get his business off the ground, his power washing business. I mean, it's crazy the things that are going on and just how much people are willing to support. And I keep saying this, I'm here for it all. I absolutely love, that this is all happening, because it makes the world go round. But yeah, this is great. Can I just need to ask a question of everybody that's donating. Can you just tell me, where are you donating to? Meaning, are you donating to the Rippin' for the Cure team, or where's your donation going? If somebody wouldn't mind maybe screenshotting something and send it to me in Twitter. The reason I ask is it might be on our end. It's not updating fast enough, and I keep seeing people are donating.
I was gonna say, on my end, I'm showing it. It took a little while. I know we were getting a lot of donations that first half hour, and it wasn't showing on our tracker on the website, but now it's starting to. So
yeah. Even since when Smash left, since that time, I haven't seen it gone up, but I've seen people in chat here saying they've donated. Like I said, it could be our end too. I mean, it's a quarter to 11. This is usually when software updates take place and all that. I mean, Dennis knows all that. All right, thanks, Pets. All right. It'll show up eventually.
I'll see. Eloy says he sees 2,344. I see 2,139 on mine, so it might just be taking a little bit to update.
Yeah. It'll get there. No, but I really truly appreciate it. And I was thinking this morning, about this goal, like what can we do? What can we do? And it was aggressive. I realized that because, we're coming out of the gate hot, but I knew this group could handle it. So thank you.
Well, we definitely have
So-
an amazing hobby family behind it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for sending me pictures, Zach and Dennis. And here's the other thing I just want to preface too. Smash made a point earlier about names going into the random. If you do feel like that you maybe have questions about it, or you want to check to see how many spots you have, because I'm telling you guys right now, as soon as I get names, they go into a spreadsheet. And how I work my spreadsheet is it's the order of donations that come in. I don't alphabetize anything. It's the how the donations come in. And I send that right over to Mindy, and then she takes care of it. But feel free to email me, shoot me a text, DM me, whatever, to just say, hey, how many? Can you verify how many spots I have? I am more than happy to tell you that up front. And if you disagree with it, tell me that too. I'm totally fine with it. I'll work it out and figure out what's going on. The other thing I want to mention too is, and maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot by saying this, but if you feel like that I'm being too aggressive on Twitter with this or anything else, feel free to just say, hey, look, I can't handle it anymore. Can you rework something? I'm fine with that too, because I do know that, timelines can get flooded with certain things. And that's the last thing that I want to happen to. I don't want, I don't want the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation to get a bad name because, I'm constantly, DMing you or tweeting whatever, or, doing whatnot in streams. The one thing I try to stay conscious of when I'm in breaks is I don't want to take over a break with this. Whether it's with Rippin Gypsy or whether it's with Midwest or Buck City or whatnot. I want to stop and I want to enjoy the break just like everybody else. So you'll never see me coming in to promote this in somebody else's break. That's totally up to them and how they want to handle all that.
Now, I'm going to speak just for myself, breaker-wise. Again, just for myself, Rippin Gypsy. Honestly, come in and talk about it all you want. But that's,
well, thank you.
That's
I appreciate
me.
that.
And guys, if you guys are in chat and we're doing a break and you guys see Eric on and hey, you have a question about it that's just kind of like nagging at the back of your brain, feel free to put it in chat because somebody else might have that same exact question.
Right.
Honestly, it's everything. You guys know me. Everything is welcome in my chat as long as everybody's respectful to each other. And asking questions is always encouraged. So, or if Hecker's not on and, you ask a question and, one of our hobby fam might be able to answer it, or Smash, or on maybe by a miracle I can.
Yeah, no, certainly. Hey, Mindy, I'm seeing a lot of people are heading out. I know Def wanted to give those 2 spots away.
Yes.
Did we want to do that?
Yeah, let's. Def has given away 2 spots, so I'm gonna go run one now. Please only myself run the chatters win. I know we have a few of our moderators that like to goof off. If you guys can just hold off on the goofing off, I'd appreciate it. And let's see who our first winner is. George from New York is our
All right,
first.
George. Hey, Bob, I dropped my email address in there for you.
All right, we'll give a second here. And everybody ignore the does not subscribe thing. The bot is a pain in the bahootie. So it tells Smash that he's not subscribed, and we all know that's a lie, so. Lots of ones being thrown in chat. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. a hootie. Eloy, I hope that made you laugh. I hope. Alright. I'm going to do number 2 now. Oh, she still has bias. She doesn't like me. Miss KB is getting our second
KB.
spot. All right.
Congratulations. All right, so I took note of those, and I'll put them in the tracker for sure.
All right. And thank you to Def for donating those spots.
Absolutely.
Much appreciated.
I don't know if you saw Def's comment earlier. He's down for 30K because we got double the team this year.
I love it.
We need to send him to the blackjack table.
Def's blackjack game sponsored by oh man. That would be funny. All right.
All right, I feel I don't know. I feel like we're caught up right now. Looks like we're about 150 away.
Are we going... Smash put in the math earlier. Because we had... our website was showing a little over 300. And currently our website shows 2,344.
Oh. Well, then we're good.
So you guys have crushed.
2K tonight.
Wolf is asking how he gets one of these shirts. I'll be honest, I got this one from Eric last year, so.
Wolf, DM me your size.
It's one of the very few shirts I have not cut the sleeves off, guys, okay?
If you want listen, if you want a shirt, DM me your size and your address. Even though I may already have your address, go ahead and do that for me, please. And I'll be honest, I may not have all the sizes, but I'll try to get something close.
Hey, Paulie. Smash says we thought
Paulie, what's going on?
We started at 315, and we're currently at 2,344.
2K. Awesome. So Smash or Mindy, whoever, send me that list of who was in chat tonight, and I'll make sure they all get an extra spot.
All right. Smash, do you have that list? I know he was having everybody type in chat earlier, so I want to make sure it's medium.
Sean, if you want a shirt, DM me. It goes for anybody.
No, you're not, KB. Hopefully. You know what? I have to admit, this is one of the comfiest shirts I own. It's probably why I haven't cut the sleeves off of it. Okay, so Smash says he's making it as we go to catch everyone. Give me a day on it, please.
Not a problem. A day, so that's 24 hours. So 10:54 tomorrow, Smash. I expect it.
Knowing him, you'll have it before noon.
I know.
I'm telling you, when you give him something, he runs with it and expends it. I mean,
well, that's something him and I have talked about a couple of times throughout this process this year. Is I feel like I've been having to catch up to him, because he has just taken it, and I have felt bad about it. But work has been so crazy this year already that it's been nuts. So, but I appreciate it.
He does that here at home every day. He's like, he'll hey, I did this, and it's like, okay, great, and we'll start talking about it, and then he's already on the next 3 things, and I'm still squirreling on the first thing. So,
right.
It's he goes and he runs.
Mm-hmm. So. Grammy, I got your DM. Thank you. Grammy, let me ask you this. Do you want me to send it to Mindy now, or would it be okay if I brought it with me in May and she sent it later? It doesn't matter to me either way. Your call.
Either way, it's getting put in your box and sent. Just a matter of when. Oh, yeah. Shout out for Eric and his rack of the day, too.
Well, that's just a side project. That's
Still
nothing related
awesome.
to this.
It is still awesome.
No, I appreciate that. I really do, but they really too are they're two separate things. I'm keeping them separate on purpose. I don't want my fear with Rack of the Day is that people are going to look at it as just a way of getting them involved with this. It's not that at all. It really isn't. I was so mad at the world last year that I needed to bring some positivity in my own life, and that's what that really has done. So that's what that's for.
Oh, it's awesome. I know it's not the same thing, but like I said, it's an amazing thing you do on the side as Eric Hicker, not as Eric Hicker Crohn's and colitis. Yep. So definitely awesome, and I feel you on that. That's I think if it wasn't for the hobby family and this last year, I'd probably be a little bit more stir crazy than I already am now. So
yeah, same here. Same here. Through that, you actually have a small mail day coming to you from me that was placed in the mail today.
What?
And there's a little bit of trivia that goes along with it too.
Uh-oh. I'm a trivia head, so this will be fun.
It'll be fun and interesting.
Definitely.
So any last burning questions from anybody? This has been great. I can't believe it's 11 o'clock. Doesn't feel like it.
Right? I feel
like Footloose is. Are you spying on me?
Yeah. Oh no! Y'all like drive me nuts with the senator stuff. I have an involuntary senators collection now. Oh my goodness. And I say involuntary not in a bad way. It's just you guys have just made it to where I now have a senators collection that I never thought I'd ever have. So, oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I think that's what's been fun about this whole hobby is, I came into it like I have my players that I like, but then I started developing, other PCs or projects. And one, I can't remember who I saw on Twitter is doing this, but they're trying to get a PSA graded card. I think it's of the Red Sox. Of the Red Sox for each year a Topps has been around, so for the last 70 years. I just thought that was pretty interesting. That they're doing that. It's different.
I know what trivia means. Uh-oh. Something I don't know.
Thanks, Bob. I got your email.
Thank you, Smash, for putting the Rippin' for the Cure email in chat.
Pets, I got your DM. Thank you, sir.
Oh, goodness, Grammy. I know you would flood me with it just for grins and giggles. I think this has been a epic kickoff. I really do.
It's been insane.
You guys have made it wonderful. I mean, Kraken kind of unofficially started it, but tonight was the official kickoff, and you guys have... Goodness.
Yeah. Words can't describe it. Just so you know, this is actually my second kickoff I've done tonight. I had another kickoff for our actual Take Steps event earlier at 6:30. So it's been a good day. Very, very good day.
Nice.
Yeah, just to reiterate, Smash dropped it in there. There will be a blog. I'll start updating that here shortly. I do have time on my calendar to set aside to start writing some things up there. Like I said, I am also trying to do some kind of video interviews with K-Dub and a gastroenterologist that we all know. And I'll put it out here to everybody. If you want to be a part of it too, let me know. We can set something up.
And thank you to our hobby family that actually deal with or have Crohn's or colitis. K-Dub shares his story very openly, and we can't thank him enough for being a voice in this. It's been amazing. There's a few others. I'm not sure if they're willing to be shouted out, but to those of you guys that have shared your story with us at one point or another, thank you guys so much, because it kind of gives a face to what we're doing.
Yep.
So thank you all.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us
Absolutely.
do this. I mean, hobby family, you guys crush it, and you guys are all wonderful, each and every one of you.
And I just want to echo that. I thank you as well. I know there's so many causes out there that you could be supporting, and you do support in major ways. But for you to take the time to spend 2 hours with us talking about this tonight, to be so invested in this event, and raising the kind of money that we're raising, it means a lot to me and a lot to the 3.1 million patients across this country that you all are doing this. So, and I think proof of that, and I saw KB's comment a little while ago, I think proof of that's going to be shown Friday on the Today Show when you see that story with Kim and her son that was done. I mean, absolutely amazing what this family does.
We just had another hobby family member donate an item, so thank you for that.
Awesome. Thank you. Smash. So if my math is correct, does that mean we're on pace for $150,000? Smash is jumping in Lake Erie if that happens. Not in May. It's going to be in December.
Polar bear.
Yep.
Nice.
We'll get him and Gold Line together.
Pretty sure Smash just went, dang it.
Yeah. Wes, you're funny with the free time, 2:30 to 2:45. That's no, it's just not happening. Free time is whenever I have a moment. It's not many.
I was gonna say free time is that blink in between.
Yeah.
Oh, that's about right.
Yeah, but no, 2K guys. I mean, that's no joke in one day. Not even in one day, in 2 hours. I mean, that's amazing. It shows the power of community. It shows the power that you all have, and the caring that you all have too. So again, that's why when we're out here saying 15K, I mean, we're confident that that's going to happen. And I know, here's the funny thing. I know that my director of fundraising for this event, I know she's watching the dollars coming in at live right now. She'll text me tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, and with this big smiley face. So you guys are making her day as well.
Best part is that you wouldn't change it for anything. That is true. We wouldn't.
100%. Yep.
There's times where you're gonna see, Eric tired or Smash or I tired, and sorry guys, and honestly, we wouldn't change it for anything, especially with this.
Hey pets, if you make that donation, I will join Smash.
I'm not jumping in Lake Erie in the middle of winter. I'm sorry. Y'all can do that.
Smash can. I'll tell you what. Smash can jump in the lake. I'll jump in the rivers here.
There you go. I'll bundle up and film it from the shore. How's that? I'll look like the kid from Christmas Story. All right. I haven't heard if I'm going to be go ahead and opening meal days or not. I know Smash is kind of juggling like 4 things in the background, but I think this has gone really well, and I think it's a perfect way to end the evening. I mean, Hecker set a goal, and when you guys crushed it, so.
Yep. Thank you. Mindy, thank you for letting me be on tonight. Thank you for being a huge part of this, and Smash in the background. I know you're not on screen right now, but thank you as well, sir. And everybody that was in chat tonight, really appreciate what you did tonight and what you'll do over these next 75 days.
Oh, thank you for starting this and getting the ball rolling last year. Getting all choked up over this. I'm trying really hard not to cough. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, I have one final question for Smash.
Uh-oh.
What kind of beer do you want me to throw at you this year?
I knew it was coming. Oh man.
Actually, do you guys like vodka? Okay, good.
Uh-oh. Are we throwing vodka at Smash?
I have 2 cases sitting over there behind the bar that I'll bring with me.
Oh, that's funny. So we're throwing vodka at Smash this year. Got it. He says cold beer, no IPAs, please.
Got it.
Can or bottle? Oh, okay. No, short print. He. It was an accidental throw. Well, it was
not only accidental. It was the first minute that I met him. That's what made it even better.
Hi, I'm Eric. Oh man. I think it was bottles too, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Yep. Surprisingly, only 1 bottle broke.
Right?
It was
pretty impressive.
Yeah. No, this has been a fun night. I'm looking forward to the journey. Another round of duck farts. Oh.
I shuddered at that. Yeah. No, thank you. I ain't repeating that experience.
You know what? I don't like Mountain Dew. My father told me at the age of like 7 or 8 to not drink it, and I never have since then. So I'm not doing it now.
I would rather eat the chewing gum from a 1988 pack of baseball cards again than to repeat that. So, and that's saying something. That gum's brutal.
Yeah, it's bad.
Eric has a story to tell now. Oh, you gotta. Yeah, Smash wants you to tell the beer throwing story.
All right. So, I pull up driveway. I'm trying to find where everybody's at because, whenever you pull up to somebody's house, you don't know what door to go in. And when I pulled up to their house, I saw the front door, the garage door, and the back deck. And I assumed the back deck was probably the right place to go. So I started heading that way. And literally, I threw my hand out to shake Smash's hand. And for whatever reason, I tossed the beer at him instead. And I don't know. And 1 bottle broke. And I think your youngest daughter was out at the time, and she wanted to come over and inspect everything. And I got real nervous as a parent myself to say, step back, And no, she seemed to know what was going on, though. She knew. She was, a smart little cookie at the time. But after cleaning up the broken bottle and the beer, Smash and I finally officially met. Yeah.
Now, from my end of it, I'm inside. Mike, I know Mike's at the grill. I know Eric just pulled up, and I'm at the back door getting ready to come out, and I hear the bottle break, and I went, uh-oh. And they're both laughing at it because it's one of those things that just happens. You can't make it up. And Mike goes, so Eric threw a thing of beer at me. And I'm like, what? And they're both still laughing so hard they can't tell me what really happened. So it took a minute, but
of course, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, oh my God, these people will never invite me back to their house again.
That's where you're wrong. We're encouraging you to come back.
I know.
What's that say?
I know.
No. But no, you're gonna be here May 22nd.
Yeah.
And this time, are you bringing your family with you?
I don't think they're coming. They're invited, of course, but I don't think they're coming up with me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's open invitation. If the wife changes her mind and wants to join, she is more than welcome.
And are we inviting others? I'll leave that up to you. Other locals or anybody?
Yeah, sure, why not? House is gonna be crazy. Like I think a week or so before you get here, anyways.
Yeah. That's up to you guys. I'm not gonna push it.
So, I mean, I'm always down for a barbecue.
Yeah. Absolutely. Eat some meat.
Right. So, all right, folks. Well, it is 11:11. I think me personally, I'm gonna hold off on meal days. Open them tomorrow. I got a little stack back here. So we'll do it tomorrow while we wait for folks to come in for breaks. Smash says last call. Check out the site for all upcoming events and Eric's blog. We're looking forward to that. And yeah, it's wow. I figured, maybe half hour, but no, we've gone on
that's
2
what I was
hours.
thinking too. That's what I was thinking too. Hey, and just one final plug. I see Smash did it here. You have 48 minutes to get your donation doubled tonight. But remember, you can still earn free spots by encouraging others to make a $50 donation, and it's per $50 increment. So if they make $100, they get you 2 free spots.
All right.
All
right. Well, thank you, Eric, for being on tonight and chatting with us and, getting us rolling, our official kickoff. And thank you to everybody that's been in chat tonight. Those of you that stopped in just to say hey, those of you that have donated tonight, all of you, we appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have been fantastically awesome. And I can't wait to see where this goes.
Yeah, I echo all those comments. I have nothing else to add other than thank you and really appreciate it all.
All right. Making an extra spot since I paid for Sean's. He didn't have his wallet. Oh my goodness. Short print. Oh. I'm gonna defer that one.
Pat, send me some of your loser beer and we'll talk.
Ooh. Oh yeah, the loser beer.
No, send me barbecue and we'll talk.
Ooh, even better. All right, folks. Well, we're going to go ahead and sign off for the night. Thank you guys again. You guys can catch Eric in our chat when we're on for breaks. And again, any questions or anything else you guys come with, always feel free to ask.
Yep.
So, all right, guys. Thanks for all the love and support. We appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow night. Everybody stay safe, stay warm. And hopefully your Thursday passes quickly. So, peace, love, and monster hugs. Night, everybody.
Night, guys.